Man refuses food stamps from his neighbor. I'm good. And then he finds out why she was giving them to him. Hi friends, welcome to the channel. It's nice to see you again. Just a reminder before we start, hit that subscribe button and get yourself a nice cold glass of water. You're gonna need it for when you're brought back to life by the pure, unadulterated awfulness that is this week's mail. Let's see what the post brings. It's another hot summer day, and our man is at home alone, presumably enjoying some AC after a long day of working outside. Suddenly, there's a knock at the door. He opens up to find a young lady holding a basket. Young lady, hi there. I live across the street and I just wanted to give you these. They're fresh eggs from my chickens. Feel free to take as many as you want. Man, oh no. I don't want any of your nasty bird eggs. Young lady, what? But I specifically selected these for you because I knew you'd like them. How did you know? Man, because you watched me come home every night this week carrying nothing but an empty backpack. I'm guessing that means you have food at home. Young lady, yeah, well, I thought maybe you didn't have enough to eat. So I figured if you had my eggs, you could make an omelet or something. Man, why would you assume I don't have food? Are you crazy? I go to the grocery store every day and buy myself some delicious meals. I can take care of myself just fine. Young lady, oh, okay. Well, sorry to bother you. I just thought I was being helpful. Man, I appreciate the offer, but I'm really not hungry right now. Just tell your chickens I said hi. She looks down at her feet awkwardly and then slowly begins walking away. Man. Hey, wait. I didn't mean to be rude. You can leave them here if you want. I'm sure my cat would love some eggs. Young lady. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I'll be right back with the basket. He closes the door, feeling very smug with himself for turning down what would have been free food. How self-sufficient am I, he thinks to himself. No one has ever offered me free food and told me to keep it if I didn't want it, and I still refused. Suddenly, he hears a crash from the other side of the house and he shrugs it off. Probably just the wind, he says. A few minutes pass and he hears another crash, followed by the distinct sound of shattering glass. Okay, that definitely wasn't the wind, he says. He gets up, grabs a baseball bat, and cautiously approaches the window to investigate. As he gets closer, he sees that all of his windows are intact. He walks around the house to the back and sees that the sliding glass door is wide open. He cautiously approaches and peers inside. And that's when he sees the most horrifying sight he's seen since the last time he went to the grocery store without a list. His entire pantry is completely empty. Canned goods are strewn about on the floor. The cereal boxes are ripped apart and scattered everywhere. And even his secret stash of cookies that his wife was hiding in the pantry is completely gone. Just then, he hears footsteps coming up the stairs. He turns around and sees his wife standing there holding a fork with a confused look on her face. Man, did you do this? Wife. What? Oh no, I didn't do anything. Why would you think that I did something? Man, how is the pantry completely destroyed? All the food is on the ground and where are the cookies? The cookies I specifically asked you not to eat. Wife, I don't know what happened. This morning you were here eating cereal and I said, hey, can I have some cookies? You said, sure, they're in the pantry. And then I saw you walk out the door and then I never saw you come back in. And now this. Man, did you go to the store and get more food? Wife, no, I didn't have any money. I don't know how to use the card. Man, but I specifically programmed it for you to work. It has a picture of a carrot on it. All you have to do is find the thing with the picture of the carrot and put it in the thing with the numbers on it, and it works. Wife, okay, so let me get this straight. You came home last night, ate some cereal, left the house, and then never came back. And now you're surprised that I ate some cookies? Have you heard yourself out loud? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound? Man, wait a minute. You've known this whole time I wasn't coming back, haven't you? Wife, Of course I knew you weren't coming back. You're always going out for hours and hours at night, and you never tell me where you're going. I get worried sick and I call you, and you never pick up. And I know you're not working because I know your boss's phone number, and I called him and asked him where you were, and he said, "Your husband isn't working for me anymore. In fact, he hasn't been for over a year now. Why didn't you ask me this then?" Man, I stopped working at Burger Boy a year ago. Wife, stop lying. You've been lying to me this whole time. You never worked at Burger Boy. You never paid rent. I was the only one paying bills in this house, and the whole time you were living off my hard-earned money and eating my food. Now look at what you did. You destroyed the pantry. There's no food in this house. I'm going to bed. He stands there in disbelief as his wife walks away. He takes a moment to think about everything she just told him. Then he realizes something. He checks his pocket and pulls out his wallet. He opens it up and finds that his ID and credit cards are missing. He looks around and notices that the front door is also open. He runs to the window and sees his wife getting into a car with all his stuff in her hands. It's the same car that dropped her off earlier. He watches as she drives away and he screams, "Wait, come back here." He jumps into his car and follows her, but it's too late. She's already gone. He returns home, defeated. He walks into the house and collapses onto the couch. He doesn't have a wife anymore. He doesn't have any food, and he doesn't have any money. He's broke, homeless and hungry. He lays there thinking about all his options. Where will he go? What will he do? How will he survive? He pulls out his phone and starts searching for apartments. Then suddenly he remembers the woman from earlier. She gave him a basket full of eggs. But what else does she have? Maybe she can help him out. He dials her number. At this point, you probably think that he's gonna call her and ask her for money, or maybe he's gonna ask if he can stay at her place. But that's not what he's doing at all. He calls her and asks if he can buy any of her chickens. Now you're probably thinking, what kind of idiot buys chickens when he's homeless? But he's not buying them to eat, he's buying them to repopulate and then sell. He's starting his own little chicken farm. He tells her he wants to buy all 30 of her chickens for $100. Young lady, really? Okay, sure. Here's the address. Be there in 20. He gets in his car and speeds off. Maybe I'll flip these chickens and make enough money to get back on my feet, he thinks to himself. Little did he know that she wasn't selling her chickens, she was raising them to slaughter. She was selling them as meat, which is why she delivered them to his house instead of just giving them to him. But the second part's still true. She was trying to help him, and if she knew he had a truck, she totally would have given him more. Unfortunately for him, though, those chickens weren't clean and they were pretty expensive. But hey, maybe he'll be able to turn things around. I hope so. That was the end of the story. And you know what time it is? It's time for the fun to begin. Time for you to vote for your favorite part of the story.